Folsom. This is why Donald Trump is not an aberration. He is the logical, inevitable conclusion of an American political system dominated by corporate and dark money. And if we are to defeat him, we must defeat the system that created him. Money in politics is the hand of oligarchy. America, we are at a crossroads. We can either have extreme wealth inequality with the toxic division and corruption that it requires to survive, or we can have a fair economy for working people along with the democracy and freedoms that uphold it. Oligarchy or democracy, but we cannot have both. I grew up in a working class family. My mom cleaned houses, and my dad worked on a small business. And my parents worked themselves to the bone so that my brother and I could just have a shot, the American dream. And for a moment there, it looked like we were going to make it. We had a home, bills were getting a little less stressful to pay, and I was doing well in public school. And what may have looked like a modest life to others was a dream come true for us. But suddenly, when I was a teenager, my dad was diagnosed with a rare form of cancer. And after a long fight, we lost him. My dad actually passed away in September of 2008, just as the economy crashed in the Great Recession and millions of jobs across the country vanished. It felt like the little world of our family fell apart, just as the larger world was falling apart too. And overnight, my mom was left alone to figure out how to provide and put 2 kids through school, keep our house, pay off our medical bills, all on a house cleaner's salary. And that is how I became a waitress, to help pay the bills. Because at that time, just as it is now, it was millions of working families who paid the price, while billionaires and thieves who defrauded our financial system got off richer than ever before. And not a single one of them went to jail. And now that is the story that Republicans mock. Not mine, but all of ours, when they say that a waitress or a working person is unqualified to serve in Congress. But the fact is, Folsom, many of us are far more qualified to know what real life is really like than any of them ever will. And I tell this story not because it is special, but because of how common and normal it is, and how normal this barbarism is of how so many people are allowed to live today. And while the details may differ, so many of us knows what it feels like for life to be one bad day, one bad piece of news, or one major setback from feeling like it's all going to fall apart. We don't have to live like this anymore, Folsom. We can make a new world, Folsom, a better country where we fight for the dignity of all people. And it looks like living wages, California. It looks like stable housing. It looks like guaranteed health care and respect for all our differences, no matter who we are or where we come from. Oligarchy or democracy. And we are here today because we choose democracy. We choose freedom. And that means we must choose to out-organize the oligarchy. We must do away with the power of big money. And that is why, even as a waitress with the Long Shot campaign, I decided I would never take money from lobbyists or corporations, and it's why I never will.